Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Southern Gal True Crime. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining us. I share missing persons, cold cases, current true crime in the news, and more. And today we have the premiere of our case of the week. So I will be watching the video right along with you. I will also be in chat with you guys. So feel to answer any questions or comments you may have during the course of the video. So please join us in chat. Leave your thoughts on this very sad and very perplexing case that we're going to be taking a look at today. But first, before we get started, always at the beginning of all my videos and live streams, I feature a current missing person. And this is, I actually have two today, but they're connected. And I featured these two. It's a mother and daughter that went missing in November of 2023. And I featured them back then when they first went missing. I've been keeping tabs on them, looking for any updates. And unfortunately, as of 2020 or February of 2024, as I'm recording this, there is still no updates. They have not been found, not been located. So I wanted to feature them again. Tanjavana Davis is the daughter. She is just 4 years old. She is a black female, approximately 3 feet 2 inches tall, 40 pounds, with a black hair and brown eyes. She went missing with her mother, Tanya. They were last seen in the area of West 16th Street in Little Rock, Arkansas. Like I said, this was on November 28th of 2023. And this is Tanya Scott. This is Tanjavana's mother. She is 45 years old, black female, approximately 5'2", 180 pounds, with a black hair and brown eyes. Once again, she went missing. Both of them went missing in the area of West 16th Street in North Little Rock, Arkansas. So if you're in the Arkansas area, and if you have happened to have seen Tanjavana or Tanya, or know their whereabouts, have heard anything, please contact the North Little Rock Police Department at 501-758-1234. And I will put a link, because I found this information on the Morgan Nick Foundation Facebook page. So I will put a link to this in the description box. So please share it anywhere and everywhere you can. Be much appreciated. That's the heart and soul of my channel, is to get this information out about our missing to as many people as possible. All right, so today, like I said, this is a very, very sad, of course, as they all are, and very perplexing, mysterious case. We're going to be talking about Ameera Deadrick. She went missing from, and when we get into the details, they're very confusing a little bit. Let's put it that way. She went missing from the possibly Houston or Waco area in Texas in 2016. So just basic information. Like I said, Ameera went missing, and once again there are differing dates of when she was last seen. When there was last contact with her from her mother, when the last supposed contact was with her father. It's just, like I said, there's a lot of twists and turns in this case, but according to the Charley Project information, where this basic information comes from, she went missing June 1st, 2016 from Houston, Texas. She is considered endangered missing. Once again, she's a black female. She was 7 years old when she went missing. So if she were alive today, she would be 15 years old. And in my opinion, and once again, let me let you guys in chat, let me know what you think. there's a possibility, in my opinion, and we always try to hope for the best, possibility that this little girl, she would be a teenager now, 15, could possibly still be alive. Now, I don't know for certain. I'm just going off of information that has been provided. But let's just hope that if there's a small chance that she could still be alive, let's just hope for that, get this information out there, and hopefully something good will come of it. So going back a little bit, some background information before Ameera went missing. Ameera and her mother, Tiara McWilliams, had left Houston. They had moved to Wisconsin shortly after Ameera was born. Now, the reason that Tiara, Ameera's mother, gave for this move was that she claimed that Ameera's father, and I never could find his name, was allegedly abusive, either towards her. I don't know if it's just towards her or, well, Ameera would have been a baby, so I'm hoping that he was not abusive towards Ameera. But like I said, the mother alleged the father was abusive, and that he promised that he would make her pay for taking Ameera away from him. So we're starting out on a very, very bad situation to begin with before Ameera even went missing. So Tiara, Ameera's mom, did agree to let Ameera spend the summer of 2013 with her father, with Ameera's father, and his girlfriend in Houston. But after the summer vacation was over, they refused to return Ameera back to her mother. So this was not counting the alleged DV, this was just problem after problem stacking up on top of each other. So in the spring of 2014, Tiara, the mom, went back to Houston to try to get Ameera back, or to take Ameera back after she spent the summer with her father and her father's girlfriend. But when she got there, Ameera's father would not let her take Ameera, and he would not even let Ameera and her mom spend time alone together. So, like I said, this is just bad stuff stacking up on top of each other. And unfortunately, because apparently there was no formal custody agreement between Tiara, and Ameera's father, therefore the police would not get involved in the situation. Eventually, Tiara, the mother, returned to Wisconsin without Ameera. And after that, Ameera's father and his girlfriend refused to even let Ameera speak to her mother over the phone. So just horrible situation. So we fast forward to the spring of 2017. Ameera's mom got word that Ameera's father had been incarcerated. Now, I don't know if this was in prison, local jail, county jail. It didn't specify, but at any rate, apparently he was in jail for something and had been in there for months, and no one had seen Ameera since the fall of 2016. And this was before her father was even arrested. No one had seen her. And then you guys can read the slide there. It's very small on my phone. But if I remember correctly, in around the 1st of June of 2016, one of the last sightings of her was actually on a CCTV video from what they thought was a Chuck E. Cheese that could possibly have been in, I believe, either Houston or Waco, Texas. And that was one of the last sightings of Ameera. So since nobody had seen, since the father was in a jail of some sort, it did not mention where the girlfriend was at the time. And since nobody had seen Ameera since at least the fall of 2016, she was a missing persons report was filed when she was 8 years old. So, in my opinion, they're already kind of by no fault of the police. They were already behind the clock, so to say. In where's Ameera? What happened to her? Is she still alive? And we'll get into what the father had to say. So when the father was questioned about Ameera and her disappearance, he claimed that he gave Ameera to a woman known only as Tootie or Linda. And this woman may have lived at the Bordeaux Apartments in Waco, Texas, and she may have worked in the healthcare industry. He did provide an address for this Tootie or Linda, but when law enforcement investigated, no one by that name lived at that address. So obviously, big red flag. But that was his claim that maybe I'm just going to go off my assumption, or that when he, for whatever reason, that he had to go, that he went to a jail or prison, that he handed her off to this Tootie or Linda, unknown if how well or if he even knew this woman. I'm assuming that it is not the girlfriend that he had at the time. Now, I don't know for sure. It could have been, but if it was, that information was not provided. So, Ameera's father has since been released from prison. He still has not cooperated with the police. He has not provided any more information on Ameera's whereabouts. And her mother, Tiara, does feel or fears that Ameera is deceased. And both the Houston and Waco police are investigating her disappearance. So I'll go back to, I said at the first that I'm hoping, given this information, that he supposedly, if he was telling the truth, if the father was telling the truth, that he did give Ameera to this woman named Tootie or Linda. We can hope that's the case and that she has been taken care of. But that's basically the only two possibilities: is he is telling the truth. He did hand her off to this woman. He doesn't know where she's at. Or the other possibility that we don't like to think about, but we do have to consider, obviously, is that she is deceased. Now, the picture you see here on this slide is an age progression of her to 15 years old, which if she were still alive, she would be 15 as of 2024. So if you have any information regarding Ameera, her father, his girlfriend at the time, this woman that he supposedly gave Ameera to, only known as Tootie or Linda, or anything to do with this case, and no bit of information is too small. If you think it's insignificant, it's not. So if you have any information, please do contact either the Houston Police Department at 713-884-3131 or the Waco Police Department at 254-750-7500. And I do have an article. I always try to include, when I can find them, interviews with family members or loved ones of the missing, because aside from the victim, the family members and loved ones of the victim are the most important part of these cases. So I did find an article. Hopefully it will come up on my computer. And this is from Fox26 Houston, and it is from September of 2022. And it says, mother desperate for answers after toddler held by father vanishes and hasn't been seen in nearly 6 years. So now it would be, it's 2024, it would be 8 years now. So in February of 2009, Tiara McWilliams says that she fled Houston and moved up north after suffering alleged DV at the hands of Ameera's father. She took her newborn baby, Ameera Deadrick, along with her. She says, he promised me that I would pay for taking his daughter from him. Eventually, McWilliams and Ameera's father started communicating again. The mom says, Tiara says, we talked every day. I sent him pictures of her daily. He came to visit her. When Ameera was 4 years old, her mother agreed to let her spend the summer of 2013 with her father and his girlfriend in Houston. When the time came for Ameera to return to Wisconsin, McWilliams says that Ameera's father refused to bring her back. So, in the spring of 2014, Tiara bought a ticket to Houston and tried to take her daughter home, but she says he would not let her. She goes on to say her father was very strict about allowing me to see her. He wouldn't allow her to stay in my hotel room by herself. He would not leave her with me. He just monitored the whole visit. This is, in my opinion, and you guys let me know in chat, or if you're watching replay, feel free to leave any questions or comments. Very controlling. The father, very controlling. In my opinion, a very, very dangerous person. So Tiara, the mother, tried to get the police involved, but because there wasn't a custody agreement, the police couldn't help. Basically, their hands were tied, unfortunately. And ultimately, Tiara or Ameera's mom ended up returning to Wisconsin without Ameera, and that's when communication with her daughter dwindled. She says, phones started getting disconnected. I couldn't reach out to anyone. No one was returning any of my phone calls or even opening my messages on Messenger. The last time she spoke with Ameera, Ameera was 6 years old. And after that conversation, all communication ended. McWilliams would spend the next year sending text messages to Ameera's father and his girlfriend, pleading to speak with Ameera. Tiara said, I filed court papers. I started getting things together so that I could move back here. So we fast forward to in the spring of 2016, she got word that Ameera's father was in prison and had been there for months, but no one had any clue where Ameera was. I just can't imagine not knowing where my child was. The father was in prison. Nobody claims to know where Ameera is. My heart just breaks for Ameera's mother. Ameera's mom says she had never been enrolled in school. She had never been to the doctor. So now everyone's wondering, okay, where is Ameera? Who has her? And that is a question. Like I put in, I believe in the thumbnail. Is Ameera alive? If she's alive, where is she? Who was she given to if she was given to somebody? Does the father know where Ameera is and he's just not telling? Or it could be, playing devil's advocate for a minute, maybe the father did give Ameera to this Tootie or Linda woman to just to care for her while he was in prison. It didn't say how long he was in prison. And then when he got out, he was planning on taking Ameera back. Now, in my opinion, I don't think that's the case. I think because it said that that Ameera went missing or no one had contact with her even before the father went to prison. So, in my opinion, he, and this is just strictly my opinion, but everybody in chat, let me know what you think, or watching replay, leave it in the comments. I think he's just a very narcissistic, very controlling person. He did not want, like you said, he told Tiara, Mira's mom, that he would make her pay for not letting him see Ameera. So let's just hope that she is out there somewhere, that he did just, even as horrible as that is, he did give her away to this woman, and she's alive and well out there somewhere. But yeah, I don't, in my opinion, I don't think he had any, he did not want Ameera. He did not want to get her back after he went to prison. He just wanted to punish them all. That's just my opinion. So the article goes on to say the timetable surrounding Ameera's disappearance isn't precise, but the last time anyone could recall seeing her was the fall of 2016, and this was a few months after her father was incarcerated. Ameera was 8 years old when an official missing persons report was filed. They started, Tiara, her mom says they started investigating. They went to the prison. They gave lie detector tests. He came up with this story of a lady named Linda in Waco, and he left Ameera with this lady. And when he got out, he was going to go get her. Now, like I said, in my opinion, it's just my opinion. I don't think he had any intention of taking Ameera back. I could be wrong. He could have made plans to get her back, but I definitely, in my opinion, do not think he had any intention of ever giving her back to her mother or letting her mother see her. So Tiara says officers did go to the address that he gave them for this Tootie or Linda woman that he supposedly left Ameera with, but no one by that name lived on the property. Law enforcement did do a cadaver search of one of the father's last known residents in Hubbard, Texas, but there was no sign of Ameera there. The Center for Missing and Exploited Children has released age progression photos of Ameera over the years. And October 1st, 2022 would be her 14th birthday. So, like I said, she would be six. I'm doing my math right, somebody can correct me. 16 in October of 2024. Fox26 did ask Tiara McWilliams what she believes may have happened to her daughter, and her answer was heartbreaking. She says, God has given me peace. I had to get sober to get it, but he's given me peace, and I know my daughter is with him, she said through tears. So like I said, I stated earlier that unfortunately, Ameera's mom does believe that Ameera is no longer with us. Ameera's father has since been released from prison. He and his girlfriend don't live far from Tiara, Ameera's mother, and she says that she's spoken with him and has begged for answers to no avail. So she's begging him for answers, where, about where Ameera is, where her daughter is, and he's just doesn't care, does not care. Tiara says the pain of losing her daughter is something that she'll live with forever. She says, I don't know if the question will ever stop as a mother, but I would like to begin to heal, she said. This mother says she believes there are people out there who have information or some kind of clue in Ameera's disappearance that can help police solve this case. So anyone with information, once again, should contact the Houston Police at 713-884-3131 or Crime Stoppers at 713-521-4600. So that is, like I said, I always like to And this is, I'm going to leave this information up. Once again, on the left of the slide is what Ameera looked like when she disappeared at 6 years old, or 8 years old. And on the left is an age progression to 15. Missing from, once again, the date of last contact says no, sometime in November of 2016. Missing from the either Houston or Waco, Texas area. So just such a sad, heartbreaking, as they all are, case. We can just hope that if there's even a little bit of hope that Ameera could be out there alive somewhere. Please share this story. I will leave, as always, a description of all the sources that I use, and all the contact information will be in the description box. I urge you, please share it anywhere and everywhere you can. So we can do our little small part here on my little small channel to get this information out to as many people as possible, as quickly as possible. So that is our case of the week. Very important case. These kind of cases are the heart and soul of my channel. This is why I do what I do for these missing persons, these cold cases, especially involving these sweet little babies, these children. So if you haven't already, if what I do here is your cup of tea, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. All those things help small channels like mine reach more people, once again, to get this information out to as many people as possible. You can also find me on Facebook. I have a Facebook group, a Facebook page, both called, obviously, Southern Gal True Crime. I do post things on there that I do not put on YouTube, so it's definitely worth checking out. You can contact me if you have any questions, comments. You can contact me, email me at wildirishrose71@gmail.com. If you have a case that is dear to your heart, or you think is not getting enough attention, because most of the missing persons and cold cases that I feature on my channel are the ones that don't get the national attention, and unfortunately sometimes they don't even get the local attention that they deserve. So if you have a case like that you would like me to share here, email me with the victim's name, the state it comes from, any information that you have on the case, and that just makes it easier for me to get on the Google machine and search and find everything I can to share, to make it for my videos or live streams to share. Also, if you would like to help support the channel and also help support the search for the missing, I have a Buy Me a Coffee account. Once again, I'll put all these links in the description box. You can be a supporter or a member. I do, you have exclusive access to exclusive content for supporters and members. A portion, I also have started a PayPal me, and I have a merch shop. And a portion of everything that is donated from the Buy Me a Coffee account, the PayPal me account, and any merchandise that is bought, a portion of that will be given to a nonprofit that goes out and helps. There's a team, actually is a team of other true crime YouTube creators. They go out and help families free of charge search for their missing and work on cold cases to help either find the victim or try to get answers as to what happened to the victim. They just do wonderful work. And so a portion of, like I said, a portion of everything that is donated or bought will be donated to that nonprofit organization. All right, guys, I think that is it for today. Thank you to everyone for, sorry, I'm trying to multitask. Thank you everyone who watched the video with me, the premiere, and who participated in chat. Thank you to everybody watching just regular video replay. Until next time, everybody, please take care of yourselves. Be careful out there. Take care of each other. That is the most important thing we can do, is take care of each other. And I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.